Well, hello, anyone who finds this at some point in the future, or even while I'm sitting here talking. I am just doing this as a way to test my new camera and the microphone and to see. Oh, well, I just found one problem. Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, yeah, so if I really want to drive people nuts, I can just do that. Yeah, this is actually the test of a CIA torture device. And thank you for tuning in. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to stop this now. Yeah, there we go. So at least we now know that the sound works, but I need to kill the sound on the computer, or we'll get some really fun feedback. Uh, First, there's a little bit of delay, and then there's the really fun feedback. But I think I will be contacting the CIA and see if they can use it for enhanced interrogation. Sorry, I can't call it torture. It's enhanced interrogation. My bad. So I can see I need to not look at the monitor, although because that looks even weirder than it did when the camera was right on the monitor. Um, and like I said last time, I did a little bit of test. I need to clean up my office. This will be a great motivator to finally get around to unpacking the boxes, hanging some art that's been sitting around. And so, yeah, I'm just going to test this just by doing some of the usual stuff that I do on this channel, which is a little bit of food reviews, a little bit of uh, holding things up and talking about them, just a little bit of everything. Um, so, yeah, and of course, also some chatter about a notorious YouTuber, notoriously stupid YouTuber named Jose Maria de Castro, also known as Chilito. I can talk about him a little bit too, but I'm going to save that to the end. I'm going to focus on more interesting topics. Or if someone decides to show up and join me in this experiment, then we will not probably talk about Chilito unless it's one of the people interested in that uh, brilliant legal scholar. So I'm going to start because I really need some coffee. I forgot to show this coffee mug in the stream where I talked about coffee mugs. It is a Bones coffee mug. I love Bones flavored coffee, and I think I got that mug either because it was on sale or because I needed to get up to a certain level to get free shipping. But one thing I am gonna try tonight as an experiment on this experimental broadcast where I'm testing. I'm also looking at light, and things are kind of shifting around a bit. I wonder if it's because I've got the light on that was, well, I got a light on that was causing flickering. I don't know if it's causing flickering or not, but I will find out when I go and I look at that later. Oh, there is somebody that showed up to look at the test. Hello, Grisick. Behind me is my messy office. DDA, long time, no see, no hear, no nothing. Hopefully you've been doing good. But yeah, you should email me. Actually, you should join us on Wednesday nights. We're doing Agents of Shield on Discord using the D6 system. Uh, Tony is running. You might have fun. I mean, I certainly am. Although I'm going to have to be dropping out soon due to work thing. Yeah, drop me an email. I'll send you the information. It's we're going to be playing tomorrow night on Discord. Oh, uh oh. Dang as in I'll be dropping out, or dang as in you can't do Wednesday nights. It's basically for, oh, yeah. Yeah, for me, it's, I've been kind of lucky. Well, lucky and unlucky. The reason for the being able to take Wednesdays off has to do with physical rehab, and that's coming to an end. So I shall be working again on Wednesdays, and by the time I get off, people will no longer be playing. But maybe they'll change nights to accommodate. I guess we'll find out. Um, but yeah, drop me an email if you think. But yeah, real life requirement. Uh, oh no, this is perfect because you can tell me whether you're seeing flickering lights or whether the sound is coming through or anything. I'm happy to have somebody actually here, and it'll keep me from saying too many rude things about too much off topic. But as I was about to do, a friend of mine at work recommended this Nut Pods. It's a coffee creamer, almond and coconut coffee creamer. No flickering lights. Okay, that's good to know. Because when I was using the camera on the Mac laptop, the overhead light in this room had this weird flickering effect. Um, so, all right, I guess that's been licked. Sounds perfect. No flickering lights. All right. Um, I don't know. I haven't actually tried it. I think it would, although this one, because I like eggnog, I got the eggnog flavored version. Um, and on the back it says that the person named Madeline, she created Nut Pods. Quote, I could not find a rich, creamy, unsweetened, dairy-free creamer without the unnecessary additives or added sugars. Of course, if you're looking for unsweetened creamer, why would you be looking at added sugars? Because I have a couple different kinds of unsweetened creamer that I use that don't have added sugars in them. They're not almond and coconut, but since I want some coffee, I'm going to pour this in and see how well it works. And then I'll move on to another topic, just to see how things work on the camera. Except for honey. Oh, yeah, in tea, definitely. Tea, rubbish. Honey, I agree. And that rhymed. How neat is that? Yeah, actually, tea with just honey is perfect. If you're going to put sugar in it, you need to put milk in it as well. I don't know what that was, but let's see how this. So yeah, it's Nut Pods. It's almond and coconut creamer, holiday nog flavored. It's got 5 calories less than the kind I usually use. Some small lag freeze. Okay, yeah, that was happening occasionally with the Mac as well. I think it just might be my connection, but I will try other try a couple of and see if there's a way to avoid that. But let's see. All right. It's interesting. I can taste the eggnog or the eggnog flavor, and yes, this is it's egg-free eggnog. In fact, the ingredients are water, coconut, almonds, natural flavors, uh, a bunch of stuff that I don't quite know how to pronounce. Sunflower lichen, sea salt, even though it says sodium 0 milligrams. Don't quite know how that works. And gelatin gum. But yeah, it is plant-based, it is unsweetened, it is dairy-free, non-GMO, soy-free, carcinogen-free, keto-friendly, and paleo-friendly. Yeah. I'm not sure, though, that Yeah, it's got a bit of an eggnog flavor to it, but I don't know if they quite got it right. I'll have to try it with some other. Yeah, what it isn't is delicious. Yeah, no, it's not. Egg-free eggnog. Actually, there's plenty of egg-free eggnogs. I've got a couple out in the fridge. At one point, I'm going to be doing a uh, again one of my kind of food reviewy kind of streams. And oh, Stan, hello, Stan. DM Grisix is DDA. Okay, maybe I'm the last one to discover that. But welcome to the test. And where you can find the egg-free eggnog, I get them at Safeway. Um, and actually, the reason I even have this, and actually the ones in the fridge too, is I was supposed to get these on last Friday, but there was a mix-up, and my groceries did not arrive, and they arrived today, right before I went to work. So yes, now I have my nut pods. I will probably have to just try this with some milk and with some other ingredients to see whether I really like it or not. But it's not. Yeah. Um, at least in the store I go to, if you go to the section where they have creamers or sort of seasonal stuff, it's in both or one or the other of those places. Yeah, I had the same reaction when it was recommended to me by a coworker. Had to be kind of careful to have the reaction because she's fairly new and she's female, and but fortunately, she made the obvious joke before I was obligated to do so. But yes, it's nut pod because it's made with coconut and almond. All right, I'm going to try something else here. As I said in an earlier thing today, doing this now where there's a much wider image and you can actually see the background more clearly, and you can see that my office is a complete and total mess. Oh, look, there goes a cat in the background. Hi, Zoe. And what is that plastic bag? Oh, that's what that is. All right. So yeah, I'm going to be cleaning up the office. I'm going to be hanging. I've been in this place for almost a year now, and I still haven't hung anything but one piece of art. The office has been basically sort of a little bit of a storage slash junk room, and I really need to get things situated. And this camera, I mean, this setup will be part of the motivation to do that because right now the background looks just incredibly cluttered and ugly and needs to be fixed. So among the paint, the art that needs to be hung. Now let's see how this looks. So I kind of try to hold it up. Yeah, that doesn't work. It reflects off the image, but yeah, it's a Will Warren piece. I don't know if Will Warren actually ever got a career, but um, he was at the Joe Kubert School in 1996 when I hired him to do some art. No, not 96. It must have been, no, what must have been 96. Joe Kubert School student there. He sent a portfolio in. I did some art. He did some art for me when I was editing the Star Wars Adventure Journal. And I got a couple of illos that he also did. There's this one, which will be hung up on the wall at some point. Yeah, I still don't have enough shelves. That's going to be my first purchase in the new year. Is yet another set of shelves, so I can get my books and DVDs and everything else that I'm deciding not to get rid of unpacked. Let's see. There's another. Yeah, it's going to be reflective off of the glass, at least on this. Yep. So the Macintosh and its camera is good for holding stuff up. And this one, of course, the camera is so good and the monitor is so clear that maybe it's just the glass in the art. I don't know. But I think that's from one of the Planescape books. I don't recall. I do know I don't recall who the artist is. I picked it up at one of the Christmas charity sale things that they had at TSR way back in the day. And yes, more shelves. I do need less illos on the walls, but I like having my books and DVDs out there where I can see them and use them. Oh, did another one walk by in the background? There's two of them wandering around. One is a long-haired bee. Oh, yep, I see him back there in the background. That is, his name is Simba. If I had had him from he was a kitten, he probably would have been named Casper, just because he looks like a ghost to me. You want to come over here? But yeah, they're exploring because I've moved things around a little bit, and so now there's new spaces for them to look at. And there's one thing cats like and don't like at the same time. It is change. Let's see. Oh, hey, Simba. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. Say hi to the people. You don't want to come on up? He does not want to be an internet star, apparently. I guess he hasn't heard that cat videos are what people want to watch. Or he is holding out for, for a better payday or something. Oh, there he is. There he is. If I pick you up, will you cooperate? Ugh. Ugh. See, there he is. And no, they do not like to be handled. I got these guys at a shelter. They're 8 years old. Or actually 9, turning 9 this year. Yeah, Simba. Okay, all right. Yeah, you do not like this, but the other one won't even let you pick her up. She is so skittish. But yeah, yeah, yeah. They both have that coloring. Yeah, but yes, he does not want to be a star. Obviously, reloading cat that he is. Let's see how these look. If I hold these up. Yep. Yes, he definitely is. Yes, Fluffy. He leaves hair everywhere. But let's see if we do this. How does that look? Oh, I need to figure out. Yeah, okay, so I need to think of other ways of doing stuff because obviously with the new camera and the screen, things get picked up much, much better. Although there I am and going into infinity. That's interesting. Let's do this. Can I still do books though? Yes. Yes, I can still do books. Yeah, all of my Mike Oldfield CDs have been in a box for about a year. Well, almost all of them. The one that hasn't been in a box. Oh, and there's Zoe in the background. If you look on over my shoulder to what is the left from what you see, there's Zoe back there. So it's a rare thing to actually get to see her. Although she just kind of loves sitting here in my office when I'm in here, but yeah, does not like to be petted. Oh, hey Tom, welcome, and thanks for subscribing. Oh yeah, speaking of subscribing, I guess Stan, you just need to accidentally do. Stan and I had a little contest a while back to see who could first get to 69 subscribers. I think I beat him by a hair, And then the next week, I stumbled onto a post that got thousands of views. So that's what you need to do, Stan. You need to accidentally put up a video that 5,000 people come and look at, and then your your subscriber level will explode. But somehow I think I am at my maximum now, which is 293 or something like that. Just because I lucked into a video that became very popular for a short period of time, and people subscribed. So when they realized that, oh, all this guy does is talk about film reviews and just general, or not even film reviews, food reviews, reads poetry, and just does stupid stuff, they might be unsubscribing. What was it? The video that took off? Um, it was me mocking an idiot that is suing people who criticize him, and he claims that he's doing it because of copyright infringement, but he's really doing it just because he's butthurt. And oh, thank you, Tom. And ZXL, no, I do not have a moderator yet. I wouldn't even know how to make people moderators, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you basically, I ignored Chilito until he started becoming anti the free exchange of ideas, and then I had to make comments. If you don't know about the guy, it's not really worth investigating because he is truly an idiot. Oh, but yeah, actually, like you said, Stan, it's a busy night here. I don't think I've ever had 4 people watching one of these at once. So welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, ZXL, I really do need to figure out how to do that. I mean, I was surprised one night where I was just watching someone stream and made a comment, and he said, "Welcome to the club," and I thought it was just he was being friendly. And next thing I know, I have a little blue wrench next to my name, and I'm drunk with power and banning people. No, I have not done that. Phone or PC? Oh, this is a PC, and that's probably what I'll be doing this on for the most part. Oh yes, and DA, I did see your comment about Mike Oldfield, and I'm glad you have good taste. That too few people know about the brilliance that is Mike Oldfield, especially here in the U.S. Uh-oh. This is depressing. I'm just going through all the CDs because, as I said, I just found my box of them as I'm starting to clean up my office. And yeah, Tom, I am so genuine that probably a lot of people, well, actually, I've even had people tell me that my videos are boring because I talk too slowly. And if I try to talk faster, I'm fairly certain you wouldn't understand half of what I'm saying. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, tubular bells. I got tubular bells. What is the sailor cap behind me? Oh, that's just a selection of hats. I have a few hats. This one I just picked up because it amused me, and this one I picked again. It amused me, so I got not Boba Fett. What is the guy from the Mandalorian TV show? I forget his name, but him and Baby Yoda are on this hat, and the captain's hat. It's just a hat to wear. I actually on the poem Mando. Yeah, that's his nickname. He's the Mandalorian, but I thought the guy had a name. I'll have to look it up. It's embarrassing. I should know this. I'm supposedly a huge Star Wars geek, and I can't remember the Mandalorian's name. And I couldn't tell you Baby Yoda's real name either. Not Greco. Bobo? That's embarrassing. I like the show, but I can't imagine that. Yeah, actually, I mean, I like the show, but I just can't remember the names right now. Uh, yeah, and there's that little section here where I do bad readings of good poetry, and there's a couple of Robert E. Howard poems that were kind of sea themed, and I put on this hat as I read those. What is that floating through? I think that's probably yeah, that's Simba. And there's Zoe coming in the background again. So yeah, there's this hat, and this came in the mail one day. I have no idea who sent it, but I wear it. It's the time of the year for it. Someone went on Amazon. They must have access to my wish list or something, or maybe. But yeah, the captain's hat looks really nice, and this is just seasonally appropriate. And also, I'm sort of seeing how the light gets different with different hats, and it doesn't seem to. So this little camera um, is actually very good. Money well spent. Um, but yeah, uh, with Mike Oldfield, there's the original Tubular Bells. There is Tubular Bells 2. There is Tubular Bells 3. And there's like one more Tubular Bells that I have somewhere, but yeah, the glasses have been an issue ever since I started doing this. Especially if I'm using the phone. I don't quite know how to address that. I don't know that there is a way to address it other than maybe just wear dark, put on sunglasses. I'm doing this even though I can't see. Tubular Bells, a tubular edition. There was not a remix. What is it called? Uh, he did that's a audio upgrade on it to tube or not to tube. Yeah, he certainly has done the tubular thing, not quite to death, but yeah. In fact, I have multiple copies of the Tubular Bells because Tubular Bells 2003 was what I was trying to remember. Um, that was the sort of re-recording of the original, and that's in here. Oh no, that's not a hairball. That is just she picks up toys and carries them around and just cries like that. Sometimes she'll come in here, drop them, and then roll over and want to be petted. But other than that, she just she just does that. I mean, it's like she's trying to bring food for her kittens or something. I don't quite know. Yeah, essentially, yeah. And she brings it. Sometimes we'll bring it, as I said, in here. Um, Sometimes she just drops it next to her food bowl and starts eating. Oh, and here's a bit of trivia just to make this even more of a fascinating. Uh, okay. As I said, these cats were adopted. They're 8 years old, and Simba is the pickiest eater I've ever encountered. I've had cats on and off ever since I was a little kid, and there have been picky eaters in the past, but Simba, he will eat one kind of dry food, only that kind of dry food, nothing else. It's a Purina brand food. It's an indoor anti-hairball food, indoor cat anti-hairball food. There's a type that's close, and when they were out of stock on that for literally weeks, I got that other kind, and after a couple of days, he would eat a little bit of it, but that cat will only eat that particular brand of dry food, which again I'm blanking. So I get for trying to do live streams when I am, on 4.5 hours of sleep, and after a busy day at work. But I did figure out how to make people moderators. Um, so I guess I could make moderators. Who wants to be a moderator? Just let me know in the chat, and I'll make you a moderator. Just because I know how to do it now. Who wants the massive responsibility? Okay, ZXL wants to have the august and tremendous responsibility of the blue wrench next to his name. Let's see if this works. ZXL is now a moderator on your channel. Surrender Monkey gotta challenge you on that. My dog's pickiest eater. He hasn't eaten anything since he died. Okay, Surrender Monkey, I will grant you that. You win. Oh, actually, one thing I have been wondering about, you guys see the side chat, okay, right? Because I have this habit of reading it out because I'm not quite sure how visible it is. Although I suppose I should read it out for people who come along later. Well, likes being a Smurf. Yeah, just please don't ban people, and especially not me. So, yeah, I pretty much have DDA back to Mike Oldfield. I pretty much have almost everything he's released because I'm a huge fan. He's by far my favorite musician, composer, what have you. So I really need to get his CDs. Now that they're all out of the box, I got to put them somewhere convenient so I can listen to them. And actually, the reason I've been staying in the box is one of the beauties of Amazon Prime is that there is a music channel, and a lot of Mike Oldfield's stuff is on that, and it's just included with my Prime subscription, so I can just play the music on there. Okay, all right, Stan. If you do it, I will have my new moderator ban you. No, I'm kidding. All right, damn it, it's too late. Just you bringing that up, now it's in my head. Michael Field? No, you don't have to. You mentioning it. You are an evil, evil man. No, Michael Oldfield. A lot of people think of him as having composed the main theme for The Exorcist, the original Exorcist film. But it actually is just his sort of became his first big hit album, became a signature, then got picked up for use in The Exorcist, and it's just his most famous piece called Tubular Bells. And if you look that up and play it, I'm almost certain you're going to recognize it. Uh-oh. Oh, you're in Hawaii? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. And let's see. Do I like Ravel's Bolero? Oh, I don't mind it. But no, what Stan is referring to, and I truly hated him and my co-workers at Wizards of the Coast back in the day, is the song "Do the Hustle." You mention it, you mention it, and it gets in my head for a little bit. You hum it or do anything like that, and it is in my head for days, if not weeks. And people at Wizards of the Coast, good old Stan here. Um, oh well, yeah, he kept emailing the song to me and making sure that I heard it, and just generally dropped that on me. But no, Stan. Miranda got in on the action. It was you and Miranda, I guess, primarily. Uh, oh, but yeah, actually, I had not thought of that song for a few years, and you had to bring it up. Yes, DDA, I agree. Do the hustle is a curse. I was a huge fan. Oh, your dad was a huge music fan. Yeah, I can find middle C on a keyboard, and I used to kind of sort of be able to play the recorder in grade school way back when. But yeah, no, I have absolutely no musical skill or talent whatsoever. Um, I like listening to it. I like reviewing the stuff. Yeah, who is Joe Kerr? That's a good question. Let's see if there's something else that I should test since I am doing testy things tonight. Oh, multi-channel mod. Okay. Yeah, I don't know probably personally a lot of the stuff because I exist in a very tiny little corner of YouTube. Um, I'm in the Cholito verse or the DeCastro verse, and other than that, I tend to watch uh, court streams just because I like wacky court cases. Oh, all right. Actually, Joker. Is it Joker? Yeah. Well, Tom, it didn't. It may have taken you a few seconds, but it took me many, many minutes, and then I had to kind of start babbling before I even put two and two together. Um, yeah. Um, well, let's see. What else? Well, I was actually going to just do something really fast here, just so I can see what it looks like later. Um, yeah, I there might be a guy. Actually, there might be a guy out there named Joe Kerr, but uh, that would be as unfortunate a name as Harry Balls. Um, only digital. Yeah, yeah. Surrender Monkey. I've actually been looking at my piles of CDs and having similar thoughts just because of my lack of shelf space. But then I come back to the thought that uh, if you have the streaming music and then the license get yanked and then suddenly you don't have it anymore. You might even lose stuff you've paid for. Um, Although maybe there's ways to download it. I'm the first one to admit that I am relatively, well, not relatively, I'm very clueless when it comes to the modern digital age. Um, but yeah, I am going to try something really fast here, then go back and look at it later. This is the This is a record. Well, yeah, I'd imagine so. That the Beatles didn't have CDs. Well, not when they did the White Album. Although you probably want to have that uh, record behind glass or something safe, because that's got to be worth a pretty penny. No. Ah, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right. So let's see. So if I look at, so that's, I'm talking to you guys, looking at you, saying blah, blah, blah. Hi there. I'm being all, because they tell me if you're going to be good at YouTube and have a good channel, you got to have eye contact with the viewers, right? So now I have eye contact with the viewers. Although I should also do this. I should do my Chilito impersonation. But if I want to do a little poetry reading, like a seasonally appropriate, wind blown from due north, Christmas trees wrapped in white bags, ring around the moon. So that was a little poetry reading. Now I can't find, I have too many tabs open. There we go. There's the YouTube thing. So yeah, so there's the lag. I get to see myself a little bit. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. Who wrote it? I should mention that, huh? Because I do. It actually is a fellow named, where is his name? Uh-oh. Damn, where's his name? Calvin Olson. His name is Calvin Olson. He has a website. It's called 10,000 Haiku. And he has a never-ending selection of haiku on that. Actually, it's not never-ending, but it's at least, well, let's see how many he has. 27 years, 17 syllables, 17 syllable days is the subtitle of his site. How many are there? Okay, he is at, oh, he hasn't posted since September 27th. Wonder what happened to Mr. Olson. Anyhow, he has so far 3,872 haiku. And I suppose I could. All right, Tom, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. You have helped me see how this new setup that I'm trying to see whether it develops works or not. And that lag that's going on is going to confuse the hell out of me. But yes, thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Have a good night. And yeah, so I realize that there's a delay between when no more haiku posts. Yep, Calvin stopped back in September, but I'm still going to misappropriate some of his poems and read them and hopefully not get sued or copyright struck. Hopefully he'll tell me to not defile his creations. Actually, what's interesting here, I don't know. Well, actually, I guess I could find out. Let me go look at his page again. Yeah, no, there's really nothing that explains it. Just he stopped at 3,000, number 3,872. So after 27 years, he just stopped. And here's one. A verve monkey slides down our windshield. We watch, crouched at the windows. Someone's gone on a safari. Young Verve monkey steals from the spigot his friend. Hears me laugh and runs. So he's in Africa. The smallest lizard the smallest lizard I have ever seen eyes me from a concrete crack. So maybe he went to Africa and got eaten by a lion. Because, yeah, he's in Africa and then he stops posting. Uh-oh. But yeah, I do not know why. Yes, 575, no more. Surrender Monkey, I thank you. I appreciate it. I like music, which is cool. I like cats. My cats are cool. And yeah, everyone. I don't know there's anyone who's cool that likes chili. Um, would love to meet the person if they exist, but I really doubt it. And that was a haiku. What was a haiku? Yeah. Well, that's if you go to uh, if if you go to the playlist that is poetry with Steve, whatever it's called. Yeah, I in the title of the posts, I if there's credit to give, I give credit. I also link to the sites from on which the poems are found. Uh, no more haiku posts. Why did Cal? Yeah. All right, Stan, consider that stolen. I'll have to read that, and one of these days. No more haiku posts. Why did Calvin stop posting? 575, no more. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you are the resident Japan expert and sommelier. Sommelier? Sommelier. Yeah. Everybody should watch Stan's channel on Friday nights. You'll learn a lot about sumo wrestling if you do. Uh, you mean the entire nation doesn't like you? What do you do to offend the entire nation of Chile there, DDA? Yeah, I should take off the Santa hat, huh? Now that I've seen that it looks okay, although it is the seasonally appropriate hat to wear. But there, it's my channel. I'm in charge of my channel, the captain of my whatever. Um, it's well, I am kind of out of yes, Captain Steve. That doesn't work because of my misshapen finger, which this time next month I'll probably have bandages on this hand. Why do I get that sinking feeling? Yeah, because any boat I take charge of would probably sink. Um, yes, there that is indeed Stan's YouTube channel, and it's worth checking out. He does streams where he draws. He does the Friday night sumo wrestling commentary. It is interesting stuff. And he was generous enough to draw a cover for one of my recent releases. So, yay. Oh, perfect. Kidding, but not about you spelling my name incorrectly. My mom calls me Steven. Yeah. Well, probably won't repeat what my mom calls me. Well, she doesn't call me anything anymore, but yeah. Um, anyhow, I am kind of out of things to talk about tonight, unless I'm going to start talking about the. Oh, that's right, the bugbear. I forgot about Detective Bugbear. Yeah, completely spaced that. Did anything ever go out about that, Stan? And I just forgot to check my mail, or has it just been on hold? Ah, okay, all right. Yeah, all it'll take, Stan, is to do a video in which you are mocking somebody nobody likes. Uh, yeah, he makes it simple, and if I had time today, I probably would have done it. Maybe I'll do something tomorrow, but because my gosh, I've seen some snippets from his recent live stream, and yeah, uh, it it's sad. Thought maybe he was going to get better, but no, it doesn't seem like he is. Until for as long as he's trying to silence people, I guess I can't completely ignore him. Uh, yeah, I just don't see any reason to kind of stoop to his level the way some people do. Uh, but yeah, well, I actually don't even know how. Oh, let's see if I can see this. Again, I'm checking something here, just trying to figure out functions. So yeah, I've been going on for about an hour, and I think I'm gonna just pack it in, guys, because like I said, I'm just running out of entertaining stuff to say, unless I'm gonna start, like I stated. Oh well, I did state I was gonna make some snarky comments about some really stupid news articles, but I think perhaps it's better if I just call it a night and go to bed. Um, oh yeah, I read that. I read that story. ZXL. I hope I commented. I meant to comment. I should go back and take another look because that's on your community page, right? And one thing I need to stop doing when I'm live like this is picking at my face and scratching my head and just generally doing everything that I was taught in media classes way back in college to not do. Um, but yeah, and I do need to drop anchor because it's actually been a long day, and it's going to be an early morning tomorrow. So I think I will bug out on you guys. Maybe next time I will talk some about silly news stories, because I saw some whopper of a headlines today. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night, guys. And again, thank you so very much for coming in. Um, it's been, yeah, I've never had 5 people on at once before, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, DDA, if you are interested and have it all at all have time to play the role playing games, email me, because pretty much we're doing it by Discord still these days. So we'd love to have you if you have the time. And everybody, thank you again for dropping by, and have a good night. And we'll I hopefully we'll see you again. Oh wait, I'm supposed to say push the like button, right? Yeah, push the like button, everybody. um, and all that stuff. Yeah. And thanks again. I will talk to you guys later. Let me see if I can figure out how to sign off with this, because I'm not actually seeing my buttons I'm used to seeing. Huh. This is a never-ending stream, because I can't find the button to turn it off. Wow. This is interesting. Yes, I will. I guess I did see one cute little video where, there we go. Okay. I had gotten actually to the live. There was a window open in the background where I was seeing what you guys are seeing. And I was trying to figure out why it was that suddenly the screen was no longer black, but everything was white. And why it was that things weren't mirror imaged anymore. Okay, now I see where the buttons to push are. Yeah, that damn button. Look for the Nutella one. Yeah, make it loop and start again. It's just it. But anyhow, I was going to say I saw this little snippet where Snoop Dogg had done a live stream and had not turned it off. He just said goodbye everybody, and then walked away and left it streaming. So for 8, 9, 10 hours, it was just recording his empty office until he walked in and noticed it was still on. It's a funny little bit. I'll have to find it again and put it on my community page. But now I'm going to call it a night. And thanks again, guys. And I shall push button number 1. And I'll push button number 2. And we are clear.